Hey everyone, I'm Malia Patton. I'm co-executive director of Poder en Sí.
Irene Godinez, the other co-executive director of Poder en Sí and founder.
So we're here to share some sad news with y'all. After 6 incredible years, Poder is going to be closing at the end of 2025. This is a decision that was made together between our executive leadership and our board of directors, and it wasn't an easy decision to make by any means. We've tried a lot of things over the course of the past 9 to 12 months to see if we could pivot to meet the moment. We have worked with fundraising consultants. We have considered ways to restructure our staff. We've pivoted staff into different roles. And ultimately what has happened is we've still been able to do programming that we're very proud of, but ultimately we feel that the most dignified option for us at this time is to close with care and intention rather than to continue to struggle upstream against what's really a perfect storm of negative conditions that a lot of organizations are facing right now. Some of the factors that we've had to try to navigate over the past time has been systemic dysfunction within our ecosystem, because ecosystems are people and people are imperfect. We've had to navigate a political climate that is really rooted in fear. And despite the best intentions of the people in philanthropy, many of whom have been organizers on the ground themselves, philanthropy is still really characterized by a risk-averse culture that can sometimes make it hard for funders to invest in bold, audacious work like ours. So we're so exceedingly grateful to everybody who has been a part of Poder to date, and especially the people who have really shepherded both me and Irene through how to lead through this process, and also just all of our supporters, volunteers, members who have shown up and really done incredible work in this past year, but throughout the whole 6 years of Poder's history.
Yeah. So I'm going to go down memory lane just a little bit and share about how we even got started. Poder started 6 years ago as a response to a need for a political home for other Latinx people who weren't finding a place of belonging yet, where they could show up with their values and lead from a place of knowing that their values would be reflected in the body of work of an organization. And so our bat signal from the very beginning has been that we're pro-Black, pro-Latinx, pro-LGBTQ+, pro-reproductive justice, and pro-climate justice. And so by leading with those values, we were able to attract other people who were just as Dr. King would say, creatively maladjusted to these conditions, and who worked really hard alongside us in order to create a richer North Carolina that could encompass more of our experiences. So through art, through storytelling and cultura, we poured so much of our hearts, and we were able to prove that cultural organizing works, that it is necessary if we are to build an exciting democracy that people want to participate in. And so we were able to kick off our work by doing a statewide youth summit in 2020. This was before the pandemic, and a lot of young people from across rural North Carolina came through. So many of these young people are now in the ecosystem working in the nonprofit sector. We've been able to plant a lot of seeds through leadership development and through the different programs that we've had, from Ballet y Belleza, which was inspired by one of our members, where we were able to connect people directly to civic education that wasn't wonky, and so that they could go and vote with confidence. And this program inspired other programs across the country, one which even won a congressional seat in California. We did political mailers that were inspiring and disruptive in this ecosystem that usually gives us boring mailers, and we proved that we could use art prints and double it up as a GOTV mail piece. And now many more people are using this strategy as well across the country, including some folks that won a race in a U.S. Senate race in Arizona who used a Loteria inspired type of program as well. So ultimately, we come down to thinking of hope, and hope as a discipline, like Mariam Kaba says hope is a discipline and it's a practice, and it's something that we activate when we choose to be courageous by facing the truth, by retaining our political imagination, and by power building no matter the conditions, especially in conditions like what we're experiencing right now. And above all, we practice hope by choosing community and choosing to build. And so we're grateful for all the opportunities that we were given and that we created in order to foster this sense of community. So in that spirit, what's coming up?
So what's coming next is a final party. I mean, we hope it's going to be great, but on November 9th,
that depends on you. You got to show up.
You got to show up. Bring that good energy. On November 9th, which is a Sunday, we will celebrate 6 years and acknowledge this sunsetting at Centro Restaurant in Raleigh, where we've had events before. Huge shout outs to Angela Salamanca for being willing to host us. And yeah, we'll finish how we started, which is with joy and celebration. And from there, we'll be wrapping up the administrative processes by the end of this year. But there's still work to be done for all of us, whether that's our Poder staff as they go on to new endeavors. For you as members and supporters of Poder, there's still work to be done now more than ever. And so we trust that you will continue to show up, continue to organize, continue to lean into community. And I think it's important, this is an opportunity really for all of us to practice that hope as a discipline and really lean into the belief that we have everything that we need inside of us already. So, con mucho, mucho amor.
Con mucho, mucho amor.
Peace.